Welcome back, everybody. Wednesday night hump day. We are on episode number 7. We've got some up and comers, Nikki, Kurt, and hopefully Thorin also with IrresistiBalls. They've been kind of all over the circuit with everybody we all know. Everybody seems to be getting familiar with them, but super nice people, super good people just to reach out to. Instantly saw them come on when they did their first broadcast. Couple of weeks before us. I think they started 2 weeks before us. Timing kind of worked out really close there, and we reached out right away and said, you guys are our kind of people, and we definitely want to have you on when we get a chance. So they're going to join us here in just a few. Going to cover some stuff from last week. We had a little change up in what we had going with our Forge coin. Had a brand new winner last week that hadn't shown up for the trivia stuff. We do this every week, give away $10, 10 Forge coin, whatever you want to call it, for anyone who can guess a trivia question at the end of the show. Jamie kind of sits in the background. Well, tonight she's going to join us out here for the interview, but she gathers up questions and particularities out of the conversation that she's just going to ask them a random question. If you happen to guess it at the end of the show, throw 10 Forge coin into the pot. You guys can use it for whatever you want. If you want to throw that toward a snake, t-shirt, hat, gear, whatever it is, just save it up. That's fine too. But we've got K Diesel still in the lead. He's at 30 points. We got Allie, Jason's daughter, at 10. Banna, who probably everybody in here also knows, is at 10. And then we got Vinny sneaking in there at 10 last week. Kind of surprised me. I didn't expect to see that one, but good on Vinny for grabbing that and putting it towards his bank. So keep in mind, guys, if you pay attention through the show and you have the right question, you're going to get 10 of those at the end. But we're just going to kick this off as quick as possible. Going to thank everybody for coming out again. Jamie's going to throw you up on the screen. And James, you're coming back again. Seem to see you in here every week. We do appreciate it for sure. All these people that come back every week is awesome. Ro, you already know. Not to steal from Don D, but thank you for coming out.
That's the most contagious phrase.
It is. It's just it's a grabby phrase, and you just got to keep saying it. K Diesel, our points leader, he's hyped tonight. He's always got the trivia answers. Tim, we say it every week, but that's our dad. Jason and I's dad. Well, Jamie too now. She calls him dad, but every week he shows up. Mittens Outdoors. This guy's about to disappear to the Upper Peninsula, Michigan shortly here. I have a little inside story on that character, but great guy how he shows up. Thank you, sir. Connie, that's the other side of the Tim equation. That's my mom, Jason's mom, Jamie's mom. Tuning in again every week. Vance, good to have you back. Number one guest. Always a dead man in here supporting us. Appreciate you. Now we got Jason Opelt, and we bring him up to old family friend that's been around forever, and it's awesome. He tunes in every week, puts up with us somehow.
They just called you old guy. Jason.
Yeah, he's old. We're all old, let's face it. Joe, that's the fourth J in the Joe Jason John and Jamie connection, I guess. That's our other brother, Joe. It kind of sounds like a Bob Newhart show. Daryl
and my brother and sister are Joel and Joy. So it's Jason, John, Joe, Jamie, Joel, Joy. Isn't that crazy?
That's a nightmare scenario there. 6 kids going in. Tommy, appreciate you coming out. Jamie is going to get in touch with you. I know she eyeballs some of those geckos you have over there. Fantastic looking stock. She will reach out one of these days. We're going to get one of those. Thanks for coming out, Tommy. Emily, that's the DeHaven crew. They're here every week watching too. Really appreciate you. Thank you for coming out. We got Charlie, last week's guest. Charlie's a fantastic guy. He does all kinds of genetic shed testing. Just added several hard-to-get tests, too. Monsoon, Puzzle. Ooh, I know there's a couple others in there, but he's got, I want to say, like 18 different tests now he can check for, and super quick to respond. He's going to let you know every step of the way. Charlie's fantastic. If you need sheds, get a hold of Charlie. I think that's pretty much it. Jamie's saying that's everybody in the chat so far, but thank you everyone for coming out. And we are going to go ahead and bring out Nikki and Kurt, IrresistiBalls, and welcome these folks to the
Round of
show.
applause.
Hello.
Round of applause. Good to see you
Hello.
both. How are you folks tonight?
We are doing good. Just had dinner. Now we're on here with you guys.
Took care of some chores.
Can't think of anything better to do.
Who cooks in your household?
Oh, well, we've got a pretty sweet deal that we live above Kurt's parents, and Kurt's mom and dad cook most every night.
Yeah, they just
Oh my
retired.
gosh.
Yeah,
Nice.
they both just retired.
Definitely a sweet gig.
Did you hear that, Tim and Connie?
Yeah, they're in the chat out there. I don't know if they're willing to do the same, but it's a pretty sweet deal.
It is a pretty sweet deal.
It's starting to get to grill season, so that's when I start taking over with the smoker and the grill. But
we've grilled a couple times this year. It's so yummy.
Yeah, we wait for that pretty much all winter, and you guys know the winter scenario. Here in northern Wisconsin, it gets pretty brutal, and you just cannot wait until that ice comes off the deck, and your pellets for the smoker are kind of thawing out, and boy, it's in the back of your brain for about 5-6 months. When it comes around, you're more than ready for it. So
this year we had a day in January. I think it got almost to 70 degrees. And everybody was outside grilling. They're like, man, January 70, we're out here putting stuff on the grill.
For sure. 100%. So I know that, there's Vanna too, and she's familiar with you folks, and pretty well everyone in here, I think, is familiar with you, aside from maybe our family and stuff. But what can you tell us right out of the gate about yourselves, where you're located, what you're up to, and just a real brief synopsis of what's going on at IrresistiBalls?
Well, we're Washington State breeders. We're way up north as far as most of the breeders in Washington State go. There's only a couple of us up here. We do ball pythons and breed rats. And we've been doing it, 2 years now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We got 3 clutches of eggs in the incubator right now. We're under 10 days for one, so we're getting there.
Nice. And when that hatches, do you plan on doing a live? Do you plan on, at least recording, right? For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll record for sure. Maybe
Nikki,
we'll see.
You have to use your alter ego in that live.
Right. Oh, it'll be good. No, I'm still working on that alter ego just a little bit. You'll see.
Yeah. Nikki handles all of our social media stuff. So when you write her, it's 99% of the time she's the one that answers you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. And that's just under the IrresistiBall stuff, period. It's like we're going to get most of the time. Okay. Good to know.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you're reaching out, because we get that a lot too with
who am I talking to?
Yeah. Who is this again? So
if it has a bunch of grammatical errors and spelling mistakes, it's probably me.
Same. Yeah, you get these bare hands on those tiny keys, and you get all kinds of letters you don't want.
Plus the autocorrect, and I don't always catch it. So.
Yeah, the autocorrect can be a bear for sure. So when you started up, I know you were big on the rats already. You had a shed, you had racks, you had all of that going. Was that prior to the snakes? Or were they kind of at the same time?
So we started out with one ball python in March of 22, and then I needed more.
Yeah.
And he fell for it. So we got more, and then I said we'd never have rats, and then we had one rack of rats in the house, right behind where Kurt's sitting right now.
To my right.
And then we realized that one rack of rats in the house was not the best idea. Right in our living room, on the other side of the wall from our dining room. Imagine that.
The dust was terrible.
So we realized we needed to invest.
Yeah, that was about 7 or 9 snakes, because up here buying live, the prices range from $6 to $10 for a small.
And about the time we realized at 9 or so snakes, that we needed rats was when we went to buy feeders and they put a cap and you can only buy so many feeders at a time. So we knew we had to change something because we couldn't be living week to week not knowing.
Yeah, it was about an $80 bill before tax. And I'm going, okay, this is not going to be a sustainable event.
Yeah, it becomes unsustainable really fast, actually. So, and I didn't know that. And all the times I've seen you on different things, I don't know if I've just missed that part as to which came first, but it seemed like the early stuff I saw with you guys was always around the rats. Well, maybe that was just because Nikki got so like
Attached.
cuddly with them and attached with it. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
it
we
seemed
were
like
doing
they
pet
came
rats.
first. But, okay.
Yeah, we were primarily selling pet rats while we were, waiting for the snakes to grow up. But that, that's a very interesting market from time to time.
For sure.
You don't always like turning away people because they want to buy our pet rat for their child. But it's like, that's one bite to a child's finger, you're going to have some severe damage.
Yes.
Do the Norways or the ASFs or what?
We do mice, Norways, ASFs right now. But
all three.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we were primarily doing Norways.
And then we got into the mice because we have people that buy feeders from us too. And breeding season was coming and baby season was coming. And we said, if you get some mice, we'll buy some mice from you. And then the rest is history.
Yeah, we had tried mice previously, and they just wouldn't breed for whatever reason. We had them for a good 4 or 5 months. Didn't get a single litter.
Wow.
Now we've got happy mice.
Yeah, I haven't heard that side of mice. I've always heard that they were kind of the opposite, like they were super propagating, like accidentally almost, So that's interesting. That's different. And you still do mice, obviously.
Yep. Sometimes it takes mice a while to get started, especially if you're like establishing a new colony, like new to each other mice, I'd say. But once you're up and running and they know each other, then you're good to go.
Yeah, we run mega colonies, and it's just litter after litter after litter. They're very similar to the ASFs. They kind of just pile on top of them all.
Yeah, gotcha. And that's crazy behavior to us. Like we pull up some of those ASF tubs out, and we're like, "There's 80 in here." You know what I mean? You started with 8 or something, and literally there's 80, and you're trying to sort through this fur ball. You can't even tell what's weaned, what, you know what I mean? It's just this pile of fur. It seems so strange to us that they would prefer that, but they really do, and they seem to thrive that way, which is odd. But, and rats are not the same, is that right? They'd rather be kind of split up into smaller groups.
So we run our rats in smaller groups. So we have like 3 to 1 or 4 to 1 for our rats, but they have more space. But yeah, I think the mice and the ASFs they take care of their children differently.
Yeah, it's a community effort kind of a scenario.
And the rats can be like that too, but we found that if the litters get too staggered, then the older ones just always take over the younger ones, so the younger ones can't thrive. But it doesn't seem to be that way with the mice or the ASFs. It doesn't matter if their litters are staggered, but it sure does with the rats.
Yeah, you tend to have to be very on top of moving weans out as soon as you can.
Sure. Yeah, to not get that age overlap.
When you pull the weaned ones out, do you count them? Like how many you pull each week? No.
No.
Not anymore.
We don't anymore. We could. We just have a grow out tub. We have 2 grow out tubs. So we have the weans that are growing out, and then we have the smalls and up in there. Grow outs.
Yeah, we prefer to monitor how long the colony has been together.
Yeah.
So like 6-8 months is pretty much when you start needing to replace.
Gotcha. Yeah, we do a real similar method here. When we start a colony, we actually label it for its expiration date, like right on the tub. It's like, hey, this is a October cull tub, and if that's been 8 months and they're kind of slowing down, we know it's time to pull that and get a new one going. Try to get that month overlap where they don't want to breed real well in that first month. But yeah, makes sense, 100%. Have you thought about moving on from the mice, or do you keep them around for a specific reason? Is there something you keep them for?
Oh my gosh. So we have 3 king snakes that eat mice, but we also have a lot of people that get mice from us because people just don't like to keep mice because they stink.
And there's a lot of
that's fine.
colubrid breeders that want to buy mice from us.
Yeah, we have a lot of, when we go to local
Gotcha.
expos, we have a lot of like hog-nosed people that need the little pinkies or
Yeah, day-old
Okay.
Little
pinkies,
fuzzies.
pinkies, fuzzies.
and we have some local folks that breed hog-nose as well that get the little guys from us.
Okay, knowing you had ball pythons, it seemed like a weird fit, but now that you say that with a bunch of local people with colubrids and smaller
Mhm.
species and stuff makes way more sense. So that's more of a have on hand kind of a commodity for you,
Mhm.
to help people out. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So I'd be like getting out of those mice ASAP if it was us. We have no
Right.
like immediate use for them on our side. And when you have that experience, do you notice a huge difference in the groups? Like the mice are way stinkier, way more problematic. Is there one group you like better than another?
There are colonies that produce more than others, so that I try and hold back the babies from those colonies to make new colonies. It's just what I found, that there's some that no matter what you do, they don't seem to be as healthy in like one pocket, like in one bin, but then the next bin above them is doing fantastic. But for the most part, they're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as putrid smell, it's mouse, ASF, and then Norway when you go to clean the bin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I had always heard the ASF were kind of on the top end of that as far as smell.
I would flip it
You
around.
think the Norway are
Oh, the
kind of
mice.
better?
The mice are so bad.
No, but ASF stink less than rats.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh,
You
that okay.
got to put them in the other order.
I'm
Mice
just-
are the stinkiest,
Right.
then
Sorry.
the rats, then the ASF.
You're right.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yes.
more what I'm used to hearing, and we don't have all three, so I don't know. I'm kind of looking to you
ASFs
guys
will
for-
like go to the bathroom in only one part of their
Yeah.
enclosure.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
rats and mice will do the same thing to an extent, but the ASFs, no matter what, it's always in the same
Yeah,
part
it's always the back corner.
of
Yeah.
their,
Yep.
even in
Can
our grow
confirm.
out tub. They all go to the same spot in the grow out tub.
Yeah, Norways go wherever they want, whenever they want.
On you.
Yeah.
On you.
Do
Yeah.
do some of your ASFs like clear out a circle in the middle? Just keep all their babies right in the middle.
Ours keep them all at the front of the bin.
Very front of the
right
tub
when you
next to
open
water.
it, they're like trying to get you because they want their babies
Oh,
to be safe.
yeah.
They're right at the
Huh.
front. Every one
Yeah,
of them.
it's strange. Like ours do a little like volcano pocket,
Yeah.
and it's not always the same spot. It's not always in the middle. It's not always in front. It's like random in the different tubs, but they'll literally get it right down to the plastic.
Except that one colony is always right in the middle.
Well, yeah,
That's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little volcano of chips in there they build, and it's all the babies just humped in there. There's got
Yeah.
40, 50 of them in one lump, but
Yeah. All
strange that
different
they do the
sizes.
things they do.
Oh,
Crazy.
For sure. So you did mention that this is going on 2 years, and you have 3 in the incubator. What is your outlook for the year? What do you think you're going to hit as far as finishing on clutch numbers?
So we're doing we have 3 in the incubator. We have 3 that we're waiting on to lay. And I can't
I
even.
think 2 pairings. So about 8 to 10 would be my guess.
Yeah. 10 would be good because we're doing a little bit of restructuring as well. So we're refining what we're pairing. So
Yeah.
trying to be a little bit more strategic. We have to kind of think of we like to go to our local expos in Puyallup, and then we have one in Monroe, which is it's small, but it's like an hour away from where we live, so that's the closest one. And then we just went down to Hillsboro for the first time. It was a good 4-hour drive for us, but it was worth it. And trying to have stuff for the expos and then stuff for Morph Market or like an online.
So we're
purchasing.
yeah.
So trying to have some of the not as expensive stuff and then hoping to eventually get to some of the more higher end stuff through new pairings.
Sure, gotcha. And I think that's super common too. And you guys talked about it on a couple different shows that I think is predominantly the case when people come in. They're looking at snakes and they're buying off what they like. There isn't so much forethought 3-4 years out there to say this is what we're going to need. These are the pairings we need to go that direction. They're buying the things they like, which don't make great pairings in the end, but
No.
at some point you come to that realization, and I think you guys are there. We were there. We've still got some that we feel like, well, maybe this wasn't the smartest route when we purchased it. So 100% understandable. But how do you feel like that's going for you now? Do you feel like that's kind of been a pitfall, or are you coming out of that pretty well and turning the corner?
Oh, we're going to come out of it and turn the corner.
Yeah.
There's one thing you're going to learn about us. We do not know when to quit.
Yeah.
So
we're pretty stubborn.
Yeah.
The importance of having a really quality mentor. And I'm not saying that our mentor wasn't a quality mentor, but the pet market up here is kind of crazy. Like somebody reported that they sold a $700 pet snake at the Hillsborough, which is
fantastic.
Which is a really high
just a pet.
Price pet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. It can.
Jamie's face says it all.
I'm
yes,
like,
$700 pet snake. Wouldn't that be nice? Meanwhile, we're trying to sell the $150 pet snake.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So we've got to just kind of be diversified and figure out.
And that's kind of why we hit more like pet market stuff, is because our mentor's like, yeah, you get really quality pet pairings and you just pair them and sell them. And with the way the market ebbs and flows, it's not always the best advice.
Yeah, and honestly, I know we do hear that a lot too, but I don't think that's necessarily bad advice if they're giving it to you in the manner to say, in 2 pairings, do that. Learn how the snakes work, learn how to keep, learn how to feed, learn how to get a clutch and incubate, and the processes to get that. And to have 1 or 2 of those clutches a year is not a big thing, but you don't game plan off that, right?
No.
I mean, that's not where you're headed.
It. Yes.
Yeah. So
you don't want all of your clutches to be that.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's what I meant. Like, how are you making that transition, and is it going well? Are you finding it's pretty easy to turn that around and get it going the direction you want? Or?
And easy? No, there's a lot of struggle, because it's like you said, you buy the stuff you really like because you like it visually, it's pretty, but at the end of the day, you just can't keep everything that. I mean, eventually the stuff we're going to make is going to be gorgeous, but not always having like a clown hypo. That's not the most pretty snake you can get. But when you pair it, and the babies are going to be amazing.
Yep.
I love hypo.
Right. And so the hard part for us is right now we bought the snakes that we loved, and now we don't have to, but to move forward, we kind of have to let go of the snakes that we just love, that are visually pleasing. So right when we started the live, I just got a message from a guy on Instagram, and it was a voice message. And I was like, he's a guy that bought 2 snakes from us this weekend at the expo. And I was like, oh, I'm really sorry. I can't listen to this right now because I'm getting ready to do something else. And then you're like, oh, God, I hope everything's okay. And it was the best message ever. The snakes are doing fantastic. They're eating and they're happy. Good. And he wants to show us their enclosure. So, see, watching them go to new homes it's okay.
Yes. And that can be really rewarding. And thankfully, in the ones we've kind of gone down that road with and didn't necessarily see a future on our side and got rid of, everywhere they've gone, we've had a pretty positive feedback also. We get a lot of new keeper questions, hey, it's not eating, or we put it into a 20-gallon aquarium. Why is it uncomfortable? The new people questions, but they've all turned into good experiences so far. So I think we've been pretty fortunate that way. It sounds like this guy went that way for you. So
yeah,
excellent. That's always positive. Oh, we have a new guest here. This is Griffin. This guy, I didn't want Griffey, but Griffey's here now. And all Griffey wants is my lap. So I think they instinctively know the person that doesn't necessarily want them.
Coming to
And
I
that's-
wanted them really bad. I win.
Yeah, so she won on that. But Griffey's a lot of fun. He's a good cat. Anyway, so you're making this change, and you know that you had some stock that was not going to work for your plan. What did your plan shift to without getting, too detailed or giving up things at a direction you want to keep secret or whatever the case? What did you kind of decide you wanted to shift into? Was it multiple recessives? Were you going a particular project?
I wouldn't say we have anything secret. We
No.
just went, from a bunch of just codoms, male, females, to now going, okay, we need to go more recessive heavy for longevity. So we like the one we ended up, going through everything we had, looking at it, and realizing probably at least a quarter of our collection had some sort of clown, whether it be visual or head. And then we went, okay, so clown, Nikki and I both like hypo, so hypo clown was a logical thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then clown pie, and then why not do hypo clown pie?
Mm-hmm.
And then we also realized that we had a lot of yellow belly in our collection, and then that we didn't want to pair the males and the females necessarily and make ivories in everything that we had. So
Right.
that was another deciding factor on who to let go of, I would say.
Yeah.
But once you put it all down in a list and you start really like hashing out who's going with who instead of just like talking about it as a on the couch conversation, then you really realize who you need to let go of.
Yep.
And
Right.
Like, oh, so and so doesn't really like it could fit here, but that's kind of just a like they could fit there.
Right.
and for
Sure.
us joining the Patreon for mutation creation really kind of helped us, because there's a lot of people with a lot of knowledge and a lot of been there, done that skill. So they were able
Nice.
to kind of help
Yeah.
us. They do a thing called a chop, where you submit a list and they kind of help you get to the direction you want to go with what you have.
And good
Nice.
advice, like hey, I wrote in the chat when we first got in there and asked the group some question about getting into something else, and somebody wrote and said, no, don't do it. You need that advice sometimes, like, hey,
Yeah.
get off the ledge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need
Don't
somebody
do it.
who's been there to tell you, maybe that's not the best idea there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
So
cool
then-
that you bring up Billy's Patreon, because I don't know, I shouldn't say I have looked at several Patreon groups and considered them over a long period of time, and I always went, well, what's in there? What's in there? And talked to different people about what's in there, and never joined one. And I'm always curious. Everybody has great feedback, but there's a ton of really good ones. So
Mhm.
I was always on that. Okay, do I pick this one or do I pick this one? I could never make a decision and just go into one for whatever reason.
Right.
So it's cool to hear that feedback.
Yeah, and
That's
for
awesome.
us, Billy is more along the lines of what we need. We need somebody to just, for lack of a better term, yell at us and tell us not to be stupid.
He doesn't yell at us.
He doesn't, but
No.
if
If we did
continued
something
to make-
crazy, he would tell us
Right,
to
right.
think about it.
if he would
Yeah.
if we
Yeah.
continually made the same mistake and he saw it, he might yell at us and tell us not to do that. But that's why we're there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To get
He,
the
he won't mince words. That's for sure.
No, he's a straight shooter.
Absolutely. And you're right.
So-
People do need that.
So
Mhm.
Victory Lane's asking about, you guys have vended a couple times, it sounds like. What do you think about letting people handle snakes when you vend?
So we when we first started, so this is only our second time bringing snakes of our own. The first time another person we know was nice enough to let us bring their snakes. So last time we let some people handle them. This time we didn't let people handle them unless they were serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of a mixed bag, because you want. We thought about bringing like an ambassador snake that we could have out to have kids hold and parents hold, just so you're not taking every single snake out, but you do run the risk of getting, mites or worse or who knows
Yeah.
what.
So no, they all stay in their enclosures unless somebody says, "Hey, I'd really like to buy so and so." Then they come out.
Yeah, that's how we ran last time.
Yeah.
And it felt
It worked
better.
well. It did.
Yeah.
And I
Makes you.
had it's sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, makes you nervous. I know we even doing a show specifically to have people interact with the snakes. Kind of a nervous wreck the whole time. I'm like, don't touch my snakes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you never know. You don't know what they've touched before they come to you is the problem.
Yeah, even if they sanitize, it's like, well, did the other animal run up your clothes? Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yep.
So no,
And
we just
and not,
nicely told people no, thank you.
yeah, and I don't think that necessarily reflects poorly. I think more people are becoming aware that that's a real issue. So I don't think
Mm-hmm.
people are as offended as they once were. I think,
Yeah.
a while back they'd have been like, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" But
Yeah.
more people are
Yeah.
more aware that that's an issue. So
And I think at least for us at the last two expos we've been to, it's mostly just little kids that want to hold them, which is great. But they've also been, you can watch them, and they've been to every other booth before you,
Yeah.
and then want to hold your snake too. So it's like,
The ones that I in January, the parents that I let with the kids hold the snakes were the ones that were talking about wanting to get a snake for their kid, and they had never had a snake, never touched a snake. So those ones I took out and would oblige, but on a very limited basis.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So good question from Bill, and that was the other thing I wanted to ask some point tonight, but it's a perfect time now. Is you have done some vending. I know initially, didn't you start with like feeder product? You kind of went in with
Yeah.
rats, and
mm-hmm.
did you hang out with a snake breeder as well at their booth, or was it your own booth, or how did
So
that work
we
out?
had the first show we ever went to was in January of 23 was the first show we ever vended. And we brought our feeder rats. And at that time we had pet rats, feeder rats. And then we brought someone else's snakes for them. So we had our own booth. And then in July, we got to bring our own snakes for the first time. Right? Was that July or January? So in July we didn't bring any
no
snakes.
snakes
We brought only our rodents and our freezers full of rodents. And then January, this last January, was the first time we got to bring our own snakes. So each time we've had our own booth, but
Gotcha.
now we have our own snakes. And now no more pet rats, just feeder rats and ball pythons.
Yeah, well, that works. We haven't taken that step yet. It's always been something we talked about internally, but we keep
Vending.
defaulting. Yeah, we default back to there's a lot of expense, there's time, there's travel.
Yeah.
We have clutches that kind of break on both sides. There isn't really a good vendor market snake in there. A lot of wholesale stuff, and then some stuff that's either holdback or questionable.
Mm.
We don't feel like they're show snakes. Do you know what I mean? We don't ever have a quantity of that. So it's hard for us to justify the trip and the time as much as the networking would be nice. So it's nice to hear other people's feedback starting into that.
Yeah, and
What
we don't
what
have a wholesale outlet,
Mm.
so we just
Okay.
vendor at shows.
Gotcha. And we reached out early. I want to say we had our first couple wholesale people 22, was it? Jamie, maybe you
Yeah.
can tell
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, it was 2022.
But it's been honestly a godsend because you do have that bulk of animals. That's not what you anticipated. And if you have, we don't do a ton of clutches, like 8 to 16 clutches a year, you still have a lot of byproduct that is going to be something you sit on and just feed. But if they have a market for it and you can get a reasonable price, why not? Kind of. So
Mm-hmm.
you shoot them over a list. They tell you, hey, we'll take that at X amount, and
Mm-hmm.
done deal. It's off of your hands. They do what they're going to do, and I know that's kind of a shadowy area too. Like, what do they do with these, and where do they go? But to some degree, how can you control that, right? So something I would definitely look into for you guys, especially if you're getting into that mid-teens and stuff for clutches. have an outlet that would allow that for you. I think it would be a big burden off your back to be able to reach out to those people, but could be wrong. Maybe you don't want to do that. I don't know.
We're open to
It's like
anything.
Yeah,
Eh.
it's just a matter of finding them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep, gotcha.
Oh.
So certainly helpful, but
Yeah.
Yeah, for
So
us.
how have? Go ahead, Jay.
I was just gonna say for us, it's I mean the closest show that we have is probably an hour and a half, and then there's nothing. The next closest show would be what 7 hours from us.
Oof.
I mean,
Five anyway.
yeah. There's not much close. The cities here has the one, but
Yeah, Minneapolis, St. Paul. They have 2 or 3 throughout the year. Smaller scale shows,
yeah, they've got small ones
but
too.
yeah, tough
Yeah,
for us
ours
to gather stuff
Or
up.
what?
Ours are
2.5, and then about 4 to 6. That's kind of our range. The main one's 2.5. But like I said, the pet market up here is kind of funky, so it
Yeah,
works
I'd
out.
say a great pet market. Sounds like need to shift over some stuff over there. Here you go. All the pets you want.
but it also depends show to show.
Yeah, it's very
you
odd.
you can't determine what people are going to want, even down to our feeder rats. You can't determine what people are going to want. It's always a take what you have and see what sells kind of thing.
Like a good example is pups. People bought all of our pups first thing Saturday
This
morning.
time, yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Other shows they want smalls, pinkies, fuzzies, no pups. So you've got a drawer
Right.
full of pups you take back with you.
So there's no rhyme or reason.
It's just
Yeah,
the
it's
strangest
weird.
thing ever.
It's just whatever people want in that moment.
So Mittens had a question for you. I saw Jamie flash it real quick.
Well,
Kind of a
I don't
simple,
know.
straightforward one, but Jamie was quick on that.
Yeah, the one of the things that I like is GHI.
There's
So we
KD
have-
is sorry. KD is saying that we don't have any live video out there or
Uh-oh.
audio.
No,
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
that can't be good.
Oh, said we're back. Said we're back just in
and
time.
we're back.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
that was
gone?
only 30 seconds worth, supposedly. I hope that
Phew.
wasn't forever, but
Yeah.
Weird.
Here's a girl.
yeah.
Oh,
So she's super bright. If you could see
She's
her
Oh,
real
in
yeah.
real life.
pretty.
Very pretty.
But she's orange dream, black pastel, yellow belly, and then she's pos het, clown het pie. But she's just orange on her belly. Like all this
Yeah.
along the side is orange.
I would love her too.
Another light. Oh, that didn't make
Yeah.
it better.
One-
Maybe that did make it a little bit better. Now you can see her a little bit better.
One of the things that I've been thinking
She's
about
just so
lately,
pretty.
since we have a lot of cinnamon and black pastel, is I'd prefer if it was all in the females. Because if you get a really
Yes.
nice female like
Yeah.
her,
Yeah.
and your male has the black pastel in it, you're not going to pair them back to each other.
Exactly.
All along here is just bright orange, but you can't see it on the camera.
It
You
actually
can.
showed
You
for a
can
minute.
see. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's squiggy.
Aw, I love her too.
Thank you. She's staying right here.
Yep, shed test is coming.
Too cute to go anywhere. So cute.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a great looking snake.
And then we have just a black pastel from that.
Yeah, there's a
collection.
really strong black
This
pastel.
black pastel also can't go anywhere because I love it too much.
Nikki can't let it
Okay.
go, but that's
Can't.
okay.
It's totally
She's
okay.
in shed. She's in shed, but she is just the prettiest black pastel. She's her sister, but you can see she's just
Oh yeah.
it's just beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like the black pastel.
Yeah.
With the
Right.
crazy patternings, I thought there was going to be more visual clowns coming
Which
out
one
of this
should?
clutch.
Huh.
But then once they came fully out of the egg, I'm like, oh, there's only one,
Yeah.
and it's just an orange dream,
Just an
just an
orange
orange
dream.
dream clown.
Just an orange dream clown, you know.
Oh,
Just
those are beautiful.
Yeah,
Very pretty.
she's really nice too. Got a nice
Well,
temperament on her.
she is.
Oh, they're saying they missed the name of that pretty beautiful snake because we froze or something.
No,
Oh,
there's-
Squiggy.
They're
Squiggy.
still asking about the favorite snake name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They-
I don't know what that means for sure. Yeah, the
Yeah.
black pastel is a nice snake.
Yeah.
Thank
Nick,
you.
we do name all of our snakes.
Yes, everybody
Yep.
has a name here.
Name it, you
Cool.
keep it.
Yep.
Yep.
Ah, name it, I keep it.
That's Jamie's thing.
Yep.
So speaking of Jamie, I can tell she's all hype. Are you guys ready to warm up a little bit?
Okay.
I don't. This is a weird thing we do every week, but Jamie has a moment with our guest, and she just rifles through a bunch of stuff, and she does think this stuff out a little bit ahead. Some of it's probably a little
bit.
repeat,
A little bit.
Rapid
Some
fire.
repeat.
but
Yeah. Hot seat.
it's hot seat time, guys. It looks like you both had drinks there. You're all ready to go. Nobody's gonna die, but let's see how you do.
Are we doing them together or separate? Okay. Well, I prepared it for Nikki first and then Kurt second.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay. So Nikki, are you ready?
I'm going to be, yes.
Okay. Glass half full or glass half empty?
Half full.
Red wine or white wine?
White wine.
Sneakers or dress shoes?
Sneakers.
Embarrassed or afraid?
Embarrassed.
Silly hats or silly socks?
Silly everything. Silly socks.
Leader or follower?
Oh, I can't be in the middle. I'll.
You can be.
Aw, I'm in the middle. I like to
Okay.
do both.
Depends what it is, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Would you rather test the waters or dive right in?
Test the waters.
Would you rather win the lottery or find your soulmate?
Aw, well, what if I already have my soulmate? Then we can win the lottery together.
True story.
Hey, you watch it.
Skill or popularity?
Skill.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee. Lots of it.
Do you put creamer in it?
I like my creamer with a little bit of coffee.
Yeah, same. Photos or videos?
Videos.
Museum or concert?
Concert.
Documentaries or reality shows?
Reality shows.
What are you watching now?
No, well, before we got on here, I was trying to watch a prison documentary, or I guess it was a reality show. It was a prison reality show. I had to stop.
They're good. We watch murder ones all the time for some reason. Intelligent or funny?
Oh, a mixture of both. I'm breaking all the rules. A mixture of
No.
both.
You can break the rules. That they're meant to be broken. If you could witness any historical event, what would it be?
Oh, good grief. History. I'm terrible at history. Terrible. Name something, Kurt, and I'll go with it.
No.
I don't know.
It's okay. Kurt has the same question too, but
Good, Kurt. You be ready. Kurt loves
Well-
history. I'm the I just am here for it.
Yep. We'll fast forward that one.
Good.
What's an unusual skill or talent you wish you had?
I wish I could worry less. That's not unusual, but it would help me a lot.
It would be a good one. Yes. I think I agree with you on that.
Yes.
What is one rule that you live by?
Oh, be kind to others.
Nice. What's been your most effective strategy for growth in the
Being
business?
kind to others.
Yep. If you could be any age for the rest of your life, what age would you be?
I think this age is pretty sweet. 38. I'm 38, going on 39. I like it right here, right now.
Okay. And what would you like to be known for?
Being somebody who cares about everybody.
Very good. I like all your answers. Yeah, me too.
There you go.
That's funny. Kurt, is your chair getting hot?
Oh, it's burning up.
Okay, we're going to jump right in. Some of the questions are the same, some are a little bit different.
Okay.
Glass half full or glass half empty?
Usually half full.
Brand name or generic?
I'm generic for sure.
Education or experience?
Experience.
Embarrassed or afraid?
Definitely embarrassed.
Show or tell?
I'm kind of a tell person.
Leader or follower?
I tend to follow.
Yeah. See, Nikki, you can be the leader.
Yeah, there we go.
Test the waters or dive in?
I generally dive in.
That's true.
Brave. Words or actions?
Ooh. I'm most of the times it's words.
Skill or popularity?
Skill.
Rock or country music?
Ooh. Both.
I'm glad they asked
rock.
you the music
Rock.
question.
I'll
Not
lean
me.
rock.
Weekends or holidays?
Weekends.
Museums or concerts?
Museums.
Documentaries or reality shows?
Documentaries.
Intelligent or funny?
Funny.
I don't even know if I should ask the next one. If you could witness any historical event, what would it be?
I failed that question.
So many. Probably like the Titanic sinking.
Oh. What'd you just watch?
That's all you said. Witness it.
You
He'd be
also said
Rose.
you like to dive right in.
Yeah.
So he's Jack now. You're Jack.
Yeah.
Luck, buddy.
What's an unusual skill or talent you wish you had?
The ability to let things go.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yep. What is one rule you live by?
Listen and learn.
Mm-hmm. What's been your most effective strategy for growth?
Trying not to talk over people.
Yeah, that's hard sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you could be any age for the rest of your life, what age would you be?
I have to say like 32.
32
You're
is a good
just
one.
old enough, but you don't have any aches.
Right?
That's true.
Yeah, that is true. It's after 35, I think all that happens in general.
Right.
And
you
what
turn
would
35 and you're like, oh, my back.
I know, it just happens like all of a sudden too, like, oh, wake up stiff. What would you like to be known for?
Dependability.
Good. I like that one. That sums up the hot seat. You guys did good. That was fun. It's like, whoo. What is it? Okay.
Oh no! See? Music, guys.
Favorite
I know
band.
songs. I like to rock out in the Rat Shack. I don't know.
She can't tell you who sings the
I
song.
can't get any of the words right ever,
That's
but
me.
I'm having a great time. I really like Lady Gaga. I love Lady
That's a
Gaga.
good choice.
It sounds just like me 1000%, Nikki. I can sing a song and I have no idea who sings it.
Yep. Having a
That's
great
funny.
time, but no clue what's happening. That's usually it.
Yeah, same. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's the hot seat. You guys came out of that pretty good.
That was a good
We'll
one.
go to
Fun.
Nikki for any history exams. No.
No, don't ask me anything. Nope. Don't.
Kurt,
When
I got a
I
question.
was, I'm sorry, Jay.
Okay.
I got a question for Kurt. Where are you watching from? The Titanic.
Yeah.
Like spectering from above, or maybe
Okay.
like on the iceberg.
You're not looking
All right.
weird
All right.
out there on the ice.
Just wanted to clear that up.
He wants to
Yeah,
be on the iceberg. That's dark.
That's
really
bold.
Uh,
That's pretty bold.
See,
I wanna
sometimes
be
saying
on the
I don't have an
cloud.
answer is better than living on the
Yeah,
iceberg.
but you're spectral. You're not really there, right?
Yeah. Maybe your superpower could be like teleporting, so you could just be there and then
That was brought up before.
We have brought that up as a superpower before on LMK.
Right.
Oh,
Kurt,
yeah.
I understand.
if you do go back, Kurt, can you please put DiCaprio back on the plank? There was plenty of room up there.
yeah,
Right?
there's lots of room.
Absolutely.
Can you just put him back up on there? But yeah, that's funny. That is a very odd choice. I would not want to be at the Titanic. I would definitely not want to be.
It's the unsinkable ship that sunk. Like what happened?
You're right.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Right.
It just feels so gruesome. I think I would avoid
Iceberg
that.
straight ahead.
That's
Yeah, it was a
okay.
weird
Funny.
choice, but it was the first thing that came to my mind.
He was in the hot seat, people.
Yeah.
I think that's great. Sometimes the first thing in your mind is the best.
Yeah, for sure.
It makes it fun. No, but when I was typing that history question, I was like, man, if my friends ever turn this around on me, I'm screwed.
Jamie's like, when I mowed the lawn last week, maybe that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's funny.
So I know Jason and Jamie have some questions for you guys. I feel like this is weird, but I feel like I always am in there just ramming stuff, and you guys say talking over people. It's really hard in these because there's such a delay. I don't think the viewing audience knows how much delay there is between each person. So you'll start something and somebody else is, you know what I mean? It's awkward.
Yeah.
It's hard to get used to. So Jason, Jamie, I'm going to open it up to you guys for a moment. I'm just going to be quiet.
He's putting us on the spot. Jason, you go first.
Okay, so I guess getting back to the snakes a little bit. What would you guys say is kind of like a project line for you? I'm assuming you don't have any secret project type deals, but
No, we've got different stuff that we're working on. We have some stuff in the urban camo that's growing up that we are going to dabble in. That's just
cool.
kind of like
Yep.
for fun.
That was the first snake that I saw that I went, I want to make that.
Yeah.
It was an urban camo.
yeah, it's pretty cool. You don't see a lot either.
No, so we've got because
It's
Things
got a
can
lot of
happen.
bad connotations with it. You
Yeah.
got a lot of
you got the super cimies.
Yeah, you can get some
Sure.
bad results, but sure.
Yes, but then you can get some really good results too. So we have three girls to a boy for that project, and
Yeah.
that'll be it. That's it for them. And then just working on our clown pied hypo army over here.
And we have a lot of het clown stuff that we're pairing to get visual clowns to kind of build the layering.
Cool.
Kurt bought some bongo het clown females, and
Yeah, I really want to work with Bongo.
Yeah.
I want to move
Bongo's
it across
cool.
the projects.
and put one of them that's up to size with our GHI bongo het clown male.
Yeah, try to get a super Bongo.
Let's see.
Nice.
How do
Then
you
we
feel
have-
about Monsoon?
We like monsoon, but can't afford monsoon.
It's like a really, really, really nice, beautiful pinstripe.
It is. But
Yeah.
You know, I
Ooh,
like
Monsoon.
monsoon too, guys.
yeah.
I just want to put that out there. I really do like monsoon. Not all of us like monsoon, but I know I like monsoon.
I'm a pinstripe guy, so
I like Pinstripe.
yeah.
Pinstripe is the best monsoon. In the end.
Lost your audio, John.
What?
There you
go.
are.
Audio?
You're back.
No, I said
Turn
I
into a-
agree, Kurt. Pinstripe
Right.
is the best monsoon.
Yeah.
No, little
That's- yeah.
joke.
Oh, and
John.
puzzle. We're doing some puzzle stuff.
yeah,
hopefully,
we're
just
getting into
Oh,
puzzle.
nice.
we gotta wait for our mail to get up to size, and then
Yeah.
we'll be.
We got we originally went to buy just a normal visual puzzle, and then there was an issue with it. It had an accident or something, didn't make it. So the guy was kind enough to give us a super pastel puzzle for the same price. So that was a huge upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a handsome boy.
He is. He needs to eat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
And then we've got
he handled
a
that
little-
situation right, though. I mean, he
Oh,
did
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Because that would have been devastating.
Yeah, that
otherwise.
was Anthony at Reptile Creations. He's been solid for us. Anytime we had
Nice.
a question, he always wrote us back almost immediately. And then we've got a little bit of sunset. We decided to go into the sunset.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you guys have a nice mix.
Yeah.
We do
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
a mix.
So that's kind of where our eyes went. And unfortunately, we didn't quite realize. And well, hopefully, we find something that makes the sunset not quite so brown to hold its color.
Mhm.
But it
We'll work on it.
Lace!
even our
Lace.
Yeah.
Lace.
lace. Well, we don't got any of that.
We don't.
Yeah,
You do
I
have.
know
You've
some
got some.
people that have some lace stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder who those people are.
We know some people.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe
got-
some trades are in the future. Maybe we do some swapping. But
Yeah.
hey,
yeah,
anything's
lace
never
also
possible.
know.
nice. Yep.
Absolutely.
Bongo would be
Yeah, and we're
cool.
still-
Here you go.
Yeah. Xanthic. We also have some HRA stuff we're going to play around with a little bit because Kurt saw a male that he had to have. So we're going to
Yeah,
work with him a little bit and
yeah.
see what we can do.
He's vanilla. A gene that's called KPG, which
Probably
is
doesn't like me. I'll take him out.
a local breeder's gene.
Okay.
HRA and super pastel.
Mhm.
It's a pretty nice white snake.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. That
Yeah.
KPG, what is that?
So
Tell us about that.
I think it's a pattern. I believe how he worded it. He told Nikki the first time I asked him about it, he just looked at me and said, "It's my gene." But he
My
told
gene?
Nikki, yeah, he goes, "Oh, that's my gene."
He's a bit of a smart aleck. He's a great
Yeah,
guy.
he's very dry. It's funny.
There you go.
Okay.
He's a good guy.
What he said it does is it brightens and changes the pattern a little bit. You guys are getting a lot of me and not a lot of snake.
Oh, I will change this. Here we go. There.
Let's see if I can get his head to cooperate.
Well, that's really pretty.
Oh, that way.
Ah,
There you go.
okay.
So, easy there. I'm going to do something he's not going to like.
He's
That's
really
all.
not gonna like that.
So
Aw.
if you look at his...
He's gonna pee
Oh,
on me.
yeah. I can't get him on the screen.
I was going to say take his head
See it.
back a little bit.
I don't want to be peed
Yeah.
on. Get him away from me.
You can't really see it, but he's got an X pattern on his head.
We'll just take a photo of it.
Yeah, we'll have to
later
take a
when
photo
he's
and
not
post
going to
it.
pee on me.
But he's got
Right,
the
right.
Oh,
He's
there you
got
can
like
kind of see it.
There you can kind of
the
see it.
weird
Yeah.
HRA patterning, but it's a little bit different. So I
Yeah.
think some of that comes from the vanilla and some of that KPG because the tail is really strange. It's not like a normal vanilla tail.
That's
No,
really
that
pretty.
tail's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, so it
But,
changes the
I do
pattern
see
and brightens.
some HRA with a very similar tail. Not quite as busy, but a lot of that odd pattern.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, that's a pretty snake. That's really
Yeah.
different.
yeah. I couldn't not buy it. I want to see what this does with like special and what it will look like
Yeah.
in a clown. I think it would look really good in clown.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's possible. Make a really busy clown.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
thought.
it's a good thought. Yeah.
What would Blackhead do to it?
Would
Probably
help,
make
I
it
would say.
crazy dark. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might get more
I would,
contrast in it.
right. That's
Well,
what
we
I would
have
like.
one of them,
we do have,
Yeah.
we
and
do
she's a
have-
girl,
and
so
she's het clown. So
Nice.
there you are.
And you guys mentioned Orange Dream. Do you have that in a few things, or is it just kind of
yeah, we've got
single?
that was like the first thing we fell in love with, Orange
Okay.
Dream.
Yep.
So we have a decent amount of Orange Dream.
Nice.
No high OD, but that's something. That's a direction we want to go in the future. High
Yeah.
OD.
Yeah.
I love that orange.
Yeah. Truck it
Yeah,
in
we-
some hypo. Get
Hmm.
Yeah,
some really good longevity out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Just grabbed some high OD on this side too. We didn't have any. We had a few Orange Dream animals, but something we always looked at, and it's definitely different. I mean, you see it in the pieds and things. It's
See it right away.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very pretty. You guys got some awesome stuff coming. The HRA. How much did Prophecy have to do with that? Is he paying you guys off by any chance?
No, he
No.
could have though, right?
Yeah, we ended up buying a guy's collection that he's moved out of state. Or probably
okay.
this month he moved out of state, and he had a bunch of HRA stuff.
Gotcha.
We initially just wanted his equipment.
And we had already purchased quite a few snakes from him.
Yeah.
But then it turned into a happy accident because
Where he went,
That's
I don't
really
want to
fun
mess with
stakes.
people. People are just, lowballing, being rude.
yes,
Just come and get everything for the price of the equipment. So we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Gave us quite a few more mouths to feed, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes those work out, though. We haven't run into that kind of luck yet. For
No.
fortune, if you want to call it.
Yeah, it can be a blessing and a curse. You got to really weigh it down.
Yeah.
Because that was, like I said, it was a lot of snakes, a lot more than we were ready for.
I think the most we've done like that is we bought a group of like 5. So way back when we first started, and they were hets. And we're like, well, that's what we want the direction we want to go. So we grabbed 5 of them from one guy. And I wouldn't say, we didn't get a great bargain on them. They weren't bad, but it wasn't a steal by any means.
COVID pricing, too.
Yeah. Yep.
Just don't run into groups that really work for where you're going very often. It's fortunate if you do, The KPG, I'm curious about that. He says it's his gene. Was it a dinker he started with, or?
I'm not sure. It's Doug and Bobby Day of Bad Reptiles. They're out of Arizona now.
Okay. BA
Yeah.
D, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome people.
Oh,
Hi,
here's a little
Thora.
For a
man.
while.
They said, "Hi, Thorin.
Hi. How are you?
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Did you have a good day at school?
Did you have a good day at school?"
Yes.
Awesome.
Do you have a favorite snake?
Baby.
Baby.
Yeah, that's his snake
Oh,
he
uh-huh.
picked out.
Okay.
Okay.
This was a grandma question, so this is from one grandma to you. What is your
Oh, a
favorite
grandma
snake?
question.
But why? Why is it your favorite? Thorn?
Why is Baby your favorite snake?
Because why you tell?
Why? You tell. Why? Is it because he's your snake?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's your snake.
Oh,
You got him for your
that's-
birthday.
Yeah.
Perfectly good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We were
the
schooling
best
through
reason.
Morph Market, and he pointed and said, "I really like that one."
Then we showed him a bunch of other ones, and he said, "No, I want that. I want the first one."
Oh, that's
Okay.
awesome.
He
Utah.
made up
He's
his
a
mind.
GHI hypo. Huh.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
Baby is a
pick.
GHI hypo.
Yeah, he's got good taste.
Yeah.
yes,
Oh,
he
can
does.
Daddy show him?
Yeah, I can
Excellent.
show. Well,
Yeah.
if he's not,
He
shed.
was in shed last we looked, but Thorin would like him to be shown.
Hey, while Dad gets
Baby's
that
right there.
snake, Thorin, how old are you?
How old are you, Thorin? You tell. You know how old you are. They want to talk to you.
4.
4.
Okay, awesome.
All right, here was Thorin's pick.
Here's baby.
Okay,
Very
let me get this on the
nice.
screen.
Baby is
I'm not very
pretty.
good with this.
Oh,
That is a pretty
Is that
one.
really
snake?
nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your baby.
Simple yet satisfying.
Yes.
It's a beautiful snake. Yes.
He said your
Oh, it's
baby's
fire,
beautiful.
too.
Oh, fire. We forgot the fire part.
Yeah, I was
Oh, there's
gonna say,
fire in it
looked
too? Okay.
like more
Fire
than
in it too.
GHI hypo.
I chill now.
That's fine. You can sit.
Mama, can you
sorry.
scoot this chair
Hold on,
Yeah,
I locked up
I
my
got you.
headphone.
Okay,
Hey,
now we've got. That's a very nice favorite snake. Emily agrees. Yeah. Oh man, Thorin is Thorin ready for that?
Yeah, right?
Brown light. The brown light.
Oh, you want the red, the round light on too? Okay, there you go.
Funny.
So I assume he can see us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If we
he
do
just
like
can't
this.
hear you.
Look
If
at
we do-
Yeah. Gotta do the Ace Ventura one.
Here's the what?
Oh,
look at
upside down.
yeah, the upside down. Can you do that one? Nice.
The upside down.
not yet. Oh, you did it. There you go. You
Oh,
got the
good
upside down.
job.
Good job, buddy.
So we knew if we acted long enough, we'd get the star out here.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, he loves it.
Do you like to do
Thorin,
these?
Yeah.
Thorin, what do you have on your shirt? That looks like a pretty
What's on?
sporty
Do you have anything
shirt.
on your shirt? What's on your shirt?
Red.
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 Is it a
It's one
team? Is it a baseball shirt?
Is it a baseball
Yeah.
shirt? Say no. It's just a sweatshirt.
No,
a
it's
hoodie.
just like a flat to it.
Oh, okay. That's still very cool. Oh, kitty
The
came
kitty
to say
came
hi
to say
also.
hi.
Came to say hi.
Ah.
Say hi.
Here we'll show Thorin the
Huh?
kitty on the big yeah.
Came to say hi to you. Yeah.
Oh,
That's a cool kitty.
thank you. His name is Griff.
His name's Griff.
Whoa.
That's
I like this one.
Yeah. You don't have to talk right into it.
Please.
You're talking into it already.
Uh-oh.
So Thorin, I have a question again for you.
It's a question. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
How many snakes do you want to have for yourself?
Okay, ready? This is your answer. How many snakes do you want to have for you? 3.
3. Okay.
3
All right.
snakes, he said. 3.
That's a good number.
It is a good number.
Yeah.
Good
Just
evening,
3.
Eddie. Thanks for stopping out.
My breath is good. My breath is good.
You are speaking through it. You don't have to speak right
Don't
into
die.
it.
Don't
It
die.
catches your voice.
Yeah. It's
Yep, it
everybody-
just goes
Don't die.
straight through.
Yeah, everybody's speaking into it right
That's
now.
why it's
Don't
so
die.
big.
Yeah.
Everybody
Jay,
speaking.
Jamie,
Yeah.
you gotta have stuff for Thorin.
Let these.
I'm
Let me hear.
I'm trying to pull something up for him here, but it's not.
I want to hear.
Here, it's right here.
Does he have an earpiece in? Can you hear us?
He does that.
Oh, there we go. Awesome.
Oh.
Lean this way so I can see
The
it.
concentration.
Yeah, it's a trick. It's tough.
You screw it right there. Now they can see it.
Can you hear us, Thorin?
Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. That's a great smile.
Yeah.
You're a pretty handsome little man. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Does mom tell you that all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. She tells you she tells you how handsome you are?
You want me to take it
That's
out?
good.
Okay, you can't hear through that. That's the microphone. He's trying to listen in the microphone.
Right.
Oh,
You can't hear in the microphone.
No, don't touch.
No, don't knock
not
on
the
it.
part you talk
Because
to.
that makes people's ears hurt. No. Don't do that part. You are a crazy guy. Okay, listen.
That's like. Ah.
Thorin,
Thorin.
does your doggy sleep with you at night?
Does our doggy sleep with you at night?
Yes.
Yes.
I am that.
Yeah, you said it into the microphone. You didn't get
He's like, yes, this is awesome. I
Yeah.
get to run the helm.
I love it.
He's living the dream right now. This
He's
is what he
living
lives
the
for.
dream.
Can I kiss on?
No. You'll blind us. You'll blind us. Please don't blind us.
Jay, were you gonna pull something up?
Yeah, I think I got it to go. So, Thorin, do you want to see my favorite
that?
snake?
Ooh, do you want to see his favorite snake?
What the-
Wait, he wants to know if you want to see his favorite snake.
Yes.
Okay, here it comes. Ready?
Okay.
Oh gosh, are you ready?
Ah!
What's going on with that? What?
What's going on it? It's a bird snake.
It's
Do
a
you-
bird
do-
snake.
Okay.
It's a bird.
It's a bird snake.
Now you get it. It's a bird snake.
A
Yes.
bird-
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Is that a
It's
real
a
snake, you think?
No.
No, you got me. It's not
It's a
real.
awesome snake.
Is he tricking you?
Yeah.
That's funny.
You got to look out for that Jason guy, Thorin. He's a trickster.
You gotta look out for Jason.
Funny.
Yeah. Hey, look out for that guy. He's
You
a
like
tricky
tricky
guy.
people, huh? You like being silly. Yeah.
So, I have one last thing to ask Thorin. Does he have any questions for any of us? Is there
Okay,
anything
one
about
last
us he
question.
wants to know?
Do you have a question for them?
Duh.
You can, if you have a question, you can ask them any question.
Any question he wants.
He tooted. That's not what you want to do.
No,
I'm
no, no.
You're supposed to say, excuse me.
We don't
Thorin.
answer that one.
Thorin, did you sit on a duck?
I think you stepped on my snake.
You're sitting on a duck.
Oh, good grief. Okay. Do you have any questions or no?
Yes.
Yes, what's your question?
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think you want to ask them?
My doggy's my dog's name is Nowie, and she's a French bull, and she's a French bulldog.
She's a French
Very
bulldog.
nice.
Okay.
Which
That's
questions
very
are really
cool.
comments, so you know.
Oh, okay.
Thorin, do you want to see our doggy? I'll see if I
You
can
want to see
get
their
her.
doggy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to get Sophie. This will be interesting.
Everybody plug
Sophie
your
does
ears.
not
How
like
many
to be
snakes
caught.
do you have?
We have
How many snakes do you
112.
have?
112.
Oh,
Well, that's more than 3.
Oh,
Sophie,
Where's
say
their
hi.
doggy? Say
Say hi.
Sophie.
hi, Sophie.
Sophie's like, what are we doing?
He looks like
Sophie's terrified.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
She's like, "Arr."
Too funny.
oh,
But you have to get everyone involved. If it's a family thing, it's a family thing. You got to get
it is a
everyone in
family
there.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes, for
Bosa.
sure.
Yes, it
You,
is.
you made it though, Bose.
Yes, it is a family thing. You
Yes,
say,
better
"Hi,
late than
Aaron."
never.
Hi, Aaron. Where's my Aaron?
Wait, Aaron.
Aaron's Bosa.
There you
Wait.
go. Nice. So yeah, that's all. I didn't have anything else for Thorin. I don't know what else he does during the day, but I'm sure he's a busy guy.
He's a busy guy.
Do you help with the snakes
Yeah.
though?
Do you help with the
Yeah.
snakes?
Yeah.
You do something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You really like to help with something else. You like to help with the baby
Yeah.
what's out in the shack. The baby mice.
The baby mice.
Do you hold
Very
them?
nice.
Mm-hmm. You hold them?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a very deep conversation.
Yeah. I do hold them.
Okay.
Yes, you do hold them.
Hey,
They're cute.
four.
They're
That's
cute.
Yeah.
yes,
And pink.
very cute.
And pink.
They are. Yep.
Do you
Cute
like
and pink.
do you like the ones that have red eyes, Thorin?
Do you like the ones that have red eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mother.
I like.
Say red-eyed rats need love too.
What?
Say red-eyed rats need love too.
When I rats need love too.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, you
yes, they do. Yes, they do.
did. You did it right. Red-eyed rats need love too.
Too funny.
Oh, hilarious.
I think all the clunking we heard was Jamie getting the trivia question ready. I think.
Oh, was I typing with my mic on? I'm sorry.
Yes,
Yeah,
you were.
it's okay.
It was either so dancing on your desk or you were typing. One of the two.
I know. I usually muted. I forgot.
Get ready.
That's okay. All right.
All right.
So I think we're going to do that. We're going to throw the trivia question up. Anybody who's still hanging out, and you might know the answer. Hopefully, it's not a history question.
No, it's a pretty easy one tonight.
Okay. What do we
Ready?
got? Let's see it. Oh.
What is Thorin Snake's name? Don't say it, Thorin.
This is a right up. Oh, KD, I knew he was going to do it.
Katie was
I
like,
knew KD
boom,
was
got
going to
it.
get it. Yes, it's right. Better ask Thorin to verify. Is that his
Yep.
snake name for sure?
What is your
Oh.
snake's name?
Mine.
Yeah. You got to tell them. What's your snake's name?
Baby.
Perfect. Well,
We got a bunch of correct answers, but Katie was first.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Good job, buddy.
So the points go to KD again. He's our point hoarder. Yeah. So that's kind of the show for the night. We were just gonna come in, chill with you guys, talk. We see you all the time. We don't really get a chance to talk, so it was awesome to do
Nope.
that, and awesome to see Thorin and get all his input too.
Thanks for coming out, Thorin.
It was a lot of fun. They said, thank you for coming on here, Thorin.
Yeah,
Say you're
for
welcome.
sure.
Yeah, thanks for having
getting
us.
ready to go.
It was great.
It was
Absolutely.
fun.
And anyone that does not know IrresistiBalls and all their links, they're down below. Go down there, check them out. We have the Facebook. I don't think it's Facebook. We have Instagram. All of their links below. Instagram, I have your YouTube in there. Was there a third one? I think I put a third one in too.
TikTok.
TikTok. There you go. But anyways, if you don't already have them on your list, do not follow. Do that. Appreciate it, guys. Awesome to meet
Thank you, guys.
Oh,
Thank you for having
thank
us.
you so
Thank you
much.
for having us.
Thank you for
Appreciate your
coming.
time, bud.
Thank you,
Thanks,
guys. It was
Thorin.
so much fun.
Bye.
Say
Bye, guys.
Yeah, and thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Next week, we've got Jose at Edge of Panic. And he's going to come on, sit with us, do much similar thing. Maybe he can even bring Thorin on with him. I know they got along really good last week.
Right?
Everybody have a great night. Thanks for hanging out as late as you did. I know it's a work night for everybody. It's a school night for everybody. It's a night you just don't want to be
Wednesday.
up this late.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, everyone. Take
Yep.
care. Peace out.